Okay, so this says I am live. It also says we have 0 viewers. So I'm just going to see if I can get that working. You guys might have to refresh the page. If you do find this again, just let me know. Okay, so did everyone come through to this one? Chris is here. I don't know about the rest though. It still tells me that 0 people are watching. And chat is also not working at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh chat. Chris, can you hear me that side? Is it loud and clear? No, it's updated to 2, so we did lose some people, but that's sort of to be expected. So what I am going to do now is we're going to use recentral, because then I can hear it as well. Unfortunately, it does sort of leave this border, I think. A border disappears. Okay, that's perfect. Smash is back. Okay, so I'm just going to continue. The sound should be a million times better using this method. Azora is back as well. That's awesome. It looks like that worked. Okay, and I'm going to just keep on using these settings. And let's see if this works. So let's first go into settings here. Health and safety, power saving off. And there's nowhere you can change resolution or anything. So we are just going to... There are some guides and a resume point. So I'd love to play Grand Theft Auto, but it has music in there, so we can't. Let's take something. Like, why did I put Street Fighter Super Puzzle Fighter in there instead of... There's some weird choices. Let's do... Definitely not Rayman. Definitely not Siphon Filter. Just do cool borders. Rainbow Six, no. I hate Rainbow Six for PlayStation 1. It is the worst control scheme ever. It's absolutely fantastic. The PC version and DOS version is great. The PlayStation version, no. Okay, but I do see that my chats are not refreshing, so I just want to quickly get that sorted while that's working. Don't worry, guys, it'll still stream for you. There we go, now everything's coming through. Yeah, I can't do GTA unless I mute the audio.
And I'm waiting for.
Cool Borders! Here we go!
I'm just going to mute this for 2 seconds, just until we can like mute the music. And I might do this for what's the name as well. So volume, background music. Because GTA definitely has copyrighted songs on there. And Cool Borders, without thinking, yeah, Cool Borders has as well. Let's just do freestyle, 1 player. I mean, instead of Cool Borders, I should have added Tony Hawk's, Tony Hawk 2. But I think that could have been like a license problem, because on the remake of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, they like removed most of the music, most of the tracks, and I think they also messed with like Tony Hawk, the figure, and that.
I'll nail it. It's showtime.
A lot of people complained about the software selection for the Mini. Yeah.
Ready? Go.
And that's basically what we're going to do today is...
Feel it. It's time to dread. Oh, I want to lose it.
What on earth is going on with my controller? There we go. It was like it wasn't registering until the go. And that's basically what I'm going to do as well, is we're going to flash this like immediately. I'm going to try 1 or 2 games just to see what the original experience is like. Like now my controller is not registering. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you do like that, you go straight only.
That point is coming up. You better hurry.
You can only do like online play if you flash it with Bleem. What's it called? Not Auto Bleem, but the other one. And we're not going to be doing that today. It's a cool feature, but
Hey! That point is coming up. You better.
yeah. Let's hit reset and let's get that GTA. So hit mute. Yeah, it automatically, if you hit reset, it automatically creates a save point. That's a nice feature. Let's get some Grand Theft Auto going. And this is another game that plays much better on the PC than on the PlayStation. And most of the games without the analog stick is hard to control on the PlayStation. Auto Bleem, you can use a PS4 or PS3 controller on the system wide, of course, with the plugin. And this isn't even like Grand Theft Auto London. Here we go. I forgot how irritating some sound effects was in the thing. And this doesn't matter who you choose, they're all the same.
Grand Theft Auto.
But it is smooth though. I was figuring out the controls. What was reverse again? There's on. There we go. Triangle is... Basically, yeah, it was like Micro Machines, but with murder and AKs and challenges and stuff. GTA 2 is basically like 1, except everything else is better. Like for instance in this, like, it doesn't zoom out and it's fairly low resolution, the actual models and stuff. was fun. And this runs well. I just want to get like a weapon or one of the challenges to like really... Well, laugh me, I can't remember where that's the information. There's a respace shop, which also repairs your car. Big City in 3D. Yeah, number 2 for me, I absolutely loved, but I never got into like 3 and up. A lot of people love GTA, and if you say GTA, they generally mean like number 3 or Vice City Stories. Oh, not Vice City, not Stories. But I just never got into it. Number 2 was huge amounts of fun because we used to network it. So me and my sister would play it, and we would like go on rampages, and there was challenges and stuff as well. Come on. There we go. I finally got some cops to chase me, so that's a little bit more action. But it does play well. I don't see any major... There's a little bit of lag, but that's due to the way I'm capturing it. Come on, I've done all of this carnage and I still only have one cop chasing me. Oh, I forgot like the what's the names? The phone booths are indestructible. That's better. Now, Retro City Rampage or something like that was also like originally a GTA clone, supposed to be. But it was freaking amazing. Dash says he's played a lot of Vice City back in the day, until the game became really mean-spirited to the point of me quitting. Yeah, I just never got into the 3D ones. Even the 2D ones I just enjoyed because you can mess around over network. But this is just mostly just to see what the internal emulation is like, and the internal emulation on this seems okay. But once again, the bundled games that you get with the system, none of this is actually stressful to the system. I mean, it's like Resident Evil 1, R4, Ridge Racer or whatever. It's been ported like 1,000,001 times. Every emulator uses that to benchmark. It's not an issue. Siphon Filter maybe. Twisted Metal itself was like a slug on the original system anyway, so if you have the original game, it would bog down and stuff. Final Fantasy 7 instead of 8 and 9. It's an odd choice of games, and I think we'll just do like one more. And then we'll mod this and actually put games on here so we can actually play things. Just looking for anything that will really like stress it, and there's nothing here that will. Just do a little bit of Twisted Metal, and I'll do the same thing. I'll just mute the audio for this until I've got the music turned down. Yeah, copyright. Unskippable intros, something I don't miss anymore. Exit, options, audio, controls, music. Oh, so if you put the music down, the effects get louder. I wonder if the demos work. And the emulation is fine on this. It actually runs well. There's very little lag. Or at least there's not enough lag so that I can notice it over my capture card. Because the capture card does add about 3 frames of lag. Let's just get some mines. But again, this was never a game that really stressed the system too much. On the very big arenas, like close to the end of it, you had like tons of slowdown and lag and stuff on the original, like with original PlayStation, but I'm going to do 60 Hz games, so all of the images that I've downloaded is 60 Hz. One thing's for sure, I never got good at this. Okay, but that's working. Yeah, so I'm going to do it as 60 Hz because, well, that's the best way to do it. And most of the games I played back then, I had a chip PlayStation, and most of them were NTSC, like literally 99% of them. So I'm going to go here to second screen. Second screen, there we go. Minimize that, and I'll bring you guys in like this. And then we can go here to what's it called? Auto Beam. And I'll move you guys over to the other screen now. So I've not done any research on this, none at all whatsoever. So, oops, instead of dragging myself over, I need to drag my stream window over. So let's see if we can actually get this working. Apparently it's like very easy. Let's do quick links first. installation, download the zip file. Okay, you want the full one. Contains only for selected regions. I'm just going to do full. Extract content to root of your FAT32 recommended, or exFAT USB flash drive. Name your flash drive Sony. If you decide to download the cover repository database. Yeah. Okay. Official release page. Doom US own a copy Beast of Rage. No, I might put Doom on here. That'll be interesting. Maniac Phoenix, welcome. So let's get this. This is Christmas edition. Ooh, 500 megabytes. It should take a minute or two. Let's see how fast we can do this. It's downloading a lot better. We've got about 3 minutes. PSX Realm, Beast of Rage, AB cover edit. Default theme. There's nothing there that I really want to do that. Okay, but better virus. They want you to watch the video, but that seems easy enough. Copy cover repository database into AutoBleemDB. Not needed if you download full original packages. You may want to install. Okay. But what's interesting is this actually took us today, and there isn't like a full, but at 500 megs, I'm just going to presume this is full. Optimize performance. Also channel of AutoBleem, RetroBleem, and his own XP. Injector, yada yada yada. We are literally now just waiting for things to download. Yeah, and the PlayStation Classic has a weird mixture of some games is 50 Hz, some games is 60 Hz. Like they decided to do Tekken as 50 Hz for whatever reason, which makes no sense. So they recommended 6.0 beta 2. Yeah, but all of these are like depreciated. So the only one you can download is the latest one. Okay. Shall we get Doom up and going as well? Let's see if I've got some Doom mods. Should have some. So to everyone joining, how have you guys been doing? How's life been treating you with the lock-in and stuff? Okay. That's not on. You can't tell me that suddenly you're going to be taking 2 hours to do that. This might drop some frames, sorry guys. Yeah, that server is running ultra slow. 48 minutes remaining. Is there like a mirror somewhere that I can use? Christmas edition plus themes. Uh-huh. Yeah, because this is telling me... I know, now we're back at 11 minutes. It's picked up speed again. It's found speed all of a sudden. While we're at it, let's make sure that the live stream is doing okay. Excellent connection. Okay. So it's not a question that my actual stream is the problem. The problem here is that quite literally international servers are still slow due to the lines being offline. I mean, like 500 megabytes should have been done in like 10 seconds. Let's go look and see if anyone has this up as a mirror. Let's retro boot. That's nice. Things don't work. Ah. That just takes us to the GitHub. It doesn't look like anyone actually made a mirror of it, which kind of sucks. Yeah, GitHub. No mirrors of Autogleam, so we have to wait for this to finish quickly. It's not much longer, 16 minutes. What we can do is let's play another game while we wait. I think that's probably going to be the best thing to do. It's that one. Yes, it is that one. Let's do some Tekken. Do I know Delver? No, not really. Do you know what we can chat about? Tell me what your favorite PS1 game is. I've always been like bloody Raw fan more than Tekken. Oh, that looks like a terrible combination right off the ball.
Round 1. Fight.
You can see how like it's slightly slower. What the?
Round.
Yeah.
Fight.
Legend of Dragoon was freaking awesome. I loved Legend of Dragoon.
Final round. Fight.
How far is that download? 29%.
Round 1. Fight. You win. Round 2. Fight.
If you only had a PlayStation 2, you can mention PS2 games too. Definitely mention all of your favorite games for like the PlayStation series. That's cool as well.
1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, this controller definitely isn't as good as the original one. The like D-pad rocker isn't 100%. Battlefront 2 was a good game. Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha, that was really good. Need for Speed 3, we do have a surprise for you a bit later. Ghost in the Shell on PS1 was very interesting. We played as that little mech bug thing. I like that. Not the most popular or influential games ever, but I love them, yeah. Those are good games. That's a really good selection, actually.
Round 2. Fight.
I never played the Bionicle games. Wish I did. Now I'm just button mashing instead of actually playing Tekken. But yeah, it's definitely a little bit slower than the PAL games. Dragon Ball Budokai 3 was awesome. Because God of War, I stopped playing PS2 around about the God of War time. I got like an Xbox, the original Xbox, not the Xbox One. Infamous on PlayStation 3. I think I've got a copy of that somewhere. Isn't Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PCs now as well? Oh, GBA. The Dragon Ball games on GBA was really, really good. If you're looking for like an underrated, underappreciated game, Dragon Ball, all the Dragon Ball Z games like the Budokai and that for GBA was really good. I think it was Son of Goku or something was the one that I played. Then Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers was also a really underappreciated gem for the GBA. Yeah, Tekken never really got into that. I was more like Beast of Rage. And then after that, Dead or Alive 2 on the PlayStation 2. I played that to pieces. And then when it got released on Xbox One, the original Xbox, I like did that on ages. If I actually play that in arcades, if I have like one set of coins, I can like finish all the characters on one go. But yeah. But Tekken is a good fighting game, but it's definitely more like precise than the others. Like Dead or Alive is like gimmicky. See, now that I'm talking, I'm not hitting any of the actual moves. Yeah, DOA 2 on PS2 was great. Let's check how far this download is. We're now down to 13 minutes, so...
Round one, fight.
And you definitely, with the latency, at this stage I can feel like the lag. But that's probably due to capture card. I shouldn't be running this like I can't break the combo. That's most likely just due to me capturing this and the fact that I'm chatting doesn't help. So what blew my mind with Dead or Alive was the fact that you had like different platforms on all the stages, and you can like go in and like destroy your opponent and smack them through the arena onto the next platform. That just blew my mind back then. You know, the actual physics, especially the DOA physics, that didn't interest me. They only started making a big deal of that after the PlayStation, after the Xbox version, where it became far more apparent that that actually existed.
Round one, fight. Round 2. Fight.
See, like at this stage, this is where you must have the latency and the faster version so that you can actually counter properly and that sort of stuff. Because now my movements are slightly behind his.
You lose. Final round.
I do recall Tekken in the arcades. I don't know what hardware they used though. And this was just me getting lucky.
You win.
But Tekken in arcades was like Tekken 2. I don't think I've ever ran into Tekken 1 arcade cabinets. And later Tekken 4 I definitely played at the arcades, but that was when it was starting to die down. Mortal Kombat was another favorite of mine in the arcades. You know, getting people riled up from you watching you game.
You win.
7 minutes remaining on the download. Eesh.
Round 2. Fight. You win.
But this is definitely not a bad experience. I mean, I wouldn't have been upset with this if I bought it, other than the game selection. Don't do that. One-handed operation doesn't work well.
Win. Round 2. Fight. You win. Round 1. Fight.
This is not going to be possible with the latency.
Round 2. Fight.
So we've got like 12 minutes left according to that, but it's still like downloading at 105 kilobits per second.
You win. Final round. Fight.
Yeah, that's what I was scared of. I can't do any blocks because of the latency. I did not know that because Tekken I stopped following after like Tekken 3 on the PlayStation,
Continue.
um,
7.
including 2 and 3. But yeah, I was a big fan of 2D Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
4.
Yeah. This is where latency becomes the issue. The fact that it's a little bit slower is helping me out a great deal. But it can only go so far. Yeah, that's about as far as I can take it with so much latency on the capture. So let's check what else we've got here. Metal Gear, which is awesome. They have some weird selections on here. Like Metal Gear and Siphon Filter. Siphon Filter didn't age as well as Metal Gear did, but it's an odd selection. See, this is another one where it's like the US version because XNO is swapped. Snake! Come in, Snake!
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver...
I don't know how they can include Metal Gear without an analog controller. You really need analog sticks to play this properly. See if I can remember the controls for it. Come on, stand up. I really can't remember the controls. Let's see if it does the whole... Snake! Snake!
What happened? Snake! Snake!
Yeah, there is some interesting things that they did, and the fact that they don't have a Z buffer, and yet they can still pull off all of this sort of stuff. It's amazing. But yet you still get that texture warping and stuff due to the lack of the Z buffer. I'm just trying to remember the controls. Oh, this was a start of the game was just to avoid. I haven't played this since it came out. 4 more minutes. We're back down to 86 kilobits per second.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
4 more minutes. Oh, while we're there, let's try some of the other stuff. So Mr. Driller is a nice puzzle there. The whole point of that is you just go down the whole time, and Jumping Flash is something that a lot of people don't know about. It's like a FPS sort of puzzle game. And this did take a performance hit like all the time. This game did not run well. Still impressive though.
Jumping Flash.
This one, I'm honest, I have no idea what I'm doing. Come on, land on the pillar. There we go. Uh-huh. Okay. We go. And you know what? Previous live stream we got to about the same sort of time, 30 minutes. I just wish I'd like $1,000. $1,000, I can get a new HDMI capture card, and it'll work a million times better. I mean, this card is from 2012. It's AverMedia Live Capture. They haven't made drivers since like whatever since 2013. I think was the last one, and I bought it secondhand. Okay, so I can still see like ReCentral is like running in the background. I'm just gonna end task. Yeah, it ain't responding at all. I wish this was Linux, I could just kill the process. Okay, I can kill the hotkey support. I'm looking to buy a used Elgato HD60. They're going for about 1,000 to 1,500. But yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, it's not this, and even that I don't know if it's gonna fix it. Because I don't know if this is like the actual device I'm running or if it's the capture card. The last time when I was doing capturing from my retro system, it was the same thing. Okay, now it actually opens up. It's going to do the same thing now that it thinks the card is busy. Because something like froze it. The worst thing is we're like 99% there, so I'm probably going to have to do the same thing again where I quickly do a restart. That should fix it. Yeah, device occupied, please close software. Well, it's occupied by you. See, you're occupying it. Yeah, I'm gonna restart. But first we have to wait for this to finish, which is 1 minute 39 seconds, 4 minutes, but you can see how slow it's gone now, 53 bytes a second. I can close that one, no problem. That's awesome. Okay, I want to finish downloading so I can reboot. Freeman unknown. Oh no, it's gone down to 17 bytes a second for the last. Don't do this to me. It is still, you can see it's still like doing its thing. But it's drips and drabs. Come on, it's 1 meg you still need to download. 1.3 megabytes. Why can't I kill processes anymore? Yeah, it's surprisingly Download Express to this day still works. It still does the same trick where it opens up 200 threads to a download. And 99.95% of websites don't have any mitigation for that. So if you're getting slow downloads and use Download Express, it does actually like push it up heavily if the throughput is actually available. In this case, it wasn't. Go to details. Oh, now I can like end process tree. Access denied. You don't you dare. Could you just close yourself? You did. Okay. That's no, same thing. So I'm going to need a reboot. So why must I go this way around now to actually end process tree? Is there anything else that could actually... You see here, yeah, it's still active in process tree. Oh, Windows 10. I love how you hid things that used to be like clearly in front of you beyond other things. Let's try this again. Sorry, Dash, you don't get to see it modded. But this wasn't actually like a planned thing. It was more or less just to catch up with people, see how they're doing, you know, have a chat, and test to see if the actual internet speed is capable of live streaming again. Yeah, it's the actual device has crashed. Ah, thank you. What the hell is check kill? Yeah, the streaming side of things is a lot better now. It's at least doable. So we can stream a game or two. It would be nice if I can get the capture card working so that we can stream some retro PC stuff. But yeah, I still need to finish Black Mesa. I wonder if I do this. Virtual computer. It still doesn't work. I think I might as well end the stream here tonight, and then we can do tomorrow night. I can do like properly mod this and retest it. I think that might be an idea. Thanks, RetroM. I'm glad you liked it. The stream itself, it is working fine now due to the bandwidth constraints. Everything else, however, not so much. What I do like is excellent connection, which you can't see that due to the chat, but let's... Oh, that is excellent connection. That is working fine. Which is good. It's freaked out that this is taking so long. Thanks, Chris. Tomorrow, hopefully, I can get this sorted. Gives me something to do tomorrow during the day is work on all of this. And then tomorrow, I can have a proper stream where we actually flash the system and test some modded games. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. And I'm going to end the stream tonight because it's getting a bit late. It's been 2 hours already.